Still got game? Give us a call at 773-527-2961 or email us at podcast@tooltoplay.com. Hey now, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Still Got Game, episode 443. Still Got Game is the official podcast of tooltoplay.com. I am, as always, Derek D. Smooth Nolan.
I am Roger Hitman Rogan.
I am Chris Selden, 007 Selden.
And I'm James Yon Dogs Yon.
Plural dogs. Yeah, I like that change.
Multiple dogs.
We're back for another episode, and yeah, we're here. 4 of us. We're missing Tiff, but next week is the first Monday of the month, so we'll see what happens. We never know. But we're back. We have a show, and we're just going to jump right the fuck into it. So let's start off with the mailbag for feedback and questions from last week's show, and remember, if you want to leave us a voicemail, it will cut you off after a minute. Original Drac comments. I'm new to your show as I just learned about it during a work Zoom call where everyone was making podcast recommendations. I found the 2 episodes I've listened to so far to be really enjoyable, and I look forward to being a regular listener.
Why? I guess we're just the random show people just randomly find us on. Like a Zoom call, work Zoom call. They're talking about podcasts. That's hilarious. It's awesome, but that's hilarious.
Welcome to the show, Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talk about weird stuff on work Zoom calls, so maybe not podcasts, but each their own. Maybe that's what their company does. But yeah, welcome aboard, and I'm glad you enjoyed those 2 episodes. All right, Sherry1995 comments. One of my favorite parts of your show is the part that comes after the show is over. We call that the after show. Have you considered... I wasn't being a dick, just to let you know. Have you considered spinning that off into its own show and possibly extend it a bit? I definitely subscribe to both. Thanks.
It's already long. The show's already long enough as it is. If we did the hit would blow up. If we literally did an extended long show and do it, I guess you could just split them both and do like the normal show and then the after show and have 2 different ones.
Our schedule is always so tight that I don't know if we can fit another show in.
This is always last minute us getting on anyway, so it's not like we're going to be. This is never planned, people. Never planned.
It is not. No, it's planned. We just never know who's going to show up besides me. So yes, that's really what it boils down to. So,
but I definitely get where Sherry's coming from. But because way back in the day when I was a listener only, I always enjoyed the after show or the outtake shows better sometimes than the actual show. So it's definitely more entertaining sometimes.
Yeah,
but. Definitely stick around and you get some excellent stuff.
Where the family feud happens.
Yeah. Now the after show is mostly talk that happens after the show, whereas in the old days, I used to meticulously go through the entire show and clip out outtakes and put them at the end. I realized that like my life would have an extra 3 to 4 hours in it per week if I didn't do that, so that's why it's just the after show. So when we fuck up, it's in the show now. That's just how it works. So, lucky you. All right, next up, Baron McNipple comments. Your show is better than okay. I am liking the vibe that you put out there. When I saw it was from Tool to Play, I thought it meant you guys were all going to be like grandpas or some shit. Glad to see I was wrong.
I don't know where to go with that. First of all, it's better than okay, and we're not grandpas. So
there's a lot to unpack here.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Well, I'll just start with
let's start with his name. Let's start there first. Okay.
Baron McNipples.
Baron McNipple. Yep, yeah. That's interesting.
He only has one. He's only one nipple.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
at least we're okay.
No, we're better than okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's make sure we.
What's better than okay?
Here's us, because we're better. Then here's fucking awesome. So we're almost there. But
yeah,
we'll
keep trying.
That's quite the comment. Yeah, thanks, Baron McNipple.
And Baron, just to give you a little history, Too Old to Play was founded on a community of gamers that were 25 and up. Was our original design. And so it was to keep away from all the youngins and kids that are out there screaming in their mics, the Timmies and things like that are just annoying as fuck. So,
yeah. That's what we
Or
do.
the trolls. They don't call them Timmies anymore. They're trolls.
Oh, the trolls now. Timmy's is not PC.
No. It's just a dated reference.
Yeah, it's just dated.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Yep.
like most of us are getting to be.
No. Speak about yourself there, Jan.
But we're glad you find us better than okay.
All right, and last but certainly not least, Altius asks, now that both Sony and Microsoft have launched their pre-orders, who do you feel did it better and why? Were either successful, or was it just a matter of failing less?
Let's go into what you guys are playing this week.
I don't think this is a controversial topic. This is a pretty safe
I
one.
think they did it about the same. I don't think the only difference was Sony, and it wasn't Sony. It was the
the retail
stores.
outlets.
Yeah, the retail was pretty much opened it early, and they shut up. But other than that, I think it was the same. What we all expected.
It's par for course, right? Like this is how these launches for any of this stuff works.
Yeah, and as Sony said,
I don't know why people were so upset.
Yeah, Sony said that they had more coming, and lo and behold, that Friday afterwards,
that was quick though. That was quick. I was
extra-
surprised that they did that quick, but that's good for them. I'm glad they did.
It was a little backhanded, I thought, because GameStop was saying that you could only pre-order if you bought one of their package deals, so you had to buy, extra stuff along with it. But it's good that they had extra units ready to go. So,
yeah, but that's GameStop, and we all know our opinions on GameStop. they're yeah.
But I think they both. There was a couple falters, a couple trips along the way, but I think that overall, both Sony and Microsoft, they both put out quality pre-order releases.
Yep.
It's not their fault that there was internet issues and sites going down. So
yeah, this is how it always works. Sites
Eric,
always crash. So many people are trying to smash those servers to keep hitting refresh.
I mean, the only thing I have a big issue with is they got to figure out how to deal with the bots, because I think that was a big problem with all the bots buying up all the units to resell them and stuff like that. So they just got to figure that out, but I don't know how they're going to do that without putting some kind of CAPTCHA or something like that on the.
I don't even really know if bots really played that much of played much of a factor, really. That's only that they released those numbers.
They don't really care either. To be honest with you,
it could be a really small fraction, and
yeah.
I don't. It's bigger than you think, because I know, in the collection world of toys.
I don't know what to think. I don't know what the number is. I don't think I've ever released a number like that before.
No, they don't.
Anytime they you try to get concert tickets or they never Ticketmaster doesn't release that stuff.
No, it's always a big secret. How many people?
Yeah, it's always a secret.
Over? You never know.
It's just an excuse that they use for not being able to get everyone tickets or whatever.
Yep.
I don't know. It's just such a dumb thing to. No idea what the number is.
Well, that's what I heard from Mr. GMS after we got our Xbox pre-orders, and he was like, "That was more stressful than getting fish tickets," because it really fucking was. It was that same kind of feeling of over and over and over trying to get your shit on board and get locked in, and it just didn't. It wasn't smooth at all. So.
I didn't actually get mine with the first round. I had all the sites up, and I was refreshing all of them, just going through all my tabs and refreshing and going back and trying to get it. I had it in the cart a few times, but I didn't get one at first. My wife, she found out that I was doing it, and she did it a couple hours later when Best Buy decided to do theirs randomly in the afternoon instead of where they were supposed to, and she got one through them. So it was.
I don't know if I've done this so many times that I'm just accustomed to it, but I actually got a Xbox One, and it was the same process that I did with the PlayStation.
You mean you got a Series X?
I got a Series X. Same way with the PlayStation. I went on Amazon and I waited for the thing to come up, and then I just put it in the cart, and it was gone.
Well,
maybe
it never came up. It never came up at the time that they said it was going to. It was always 20, 30 minutes after. It was just a matter of just sitting there and hitting refresh every few minutes.
I think this was a Canada thing, because
that's how every single bot has gone.
I had no issues with this.
I don't have multiple sites open. I have one that I target, and then I go to it. And
I had no problems with the Microsoft.com site. I got in right away. put my order in for the Series X.
You just had to be patient with the cart and not hit refresh. Just let that slow cart go. Yep.
Yeah. Well, and Carlos in chat says, he goes, cross-platform is the future. And it doesn't really matter what console you have. So, and we've talked about that before, Carlos. Like, it's not. It's getting, the lines are so blurred anymore. It doesn't matter what console or PC or mobile device. I mean, it's getting to that point where a lot of these games you can play on anywhere you want. That's the whole point.
It really just comes down to how well you want to play that game. Like, that's really all it is.
And what your preference is too.
Yeah. And for some of it, where your friends are at to do your voice
That's the big
chat.
thing with me is where my friends are at. That's where my
but like we just said like 10 seconds ago, like those lines are blurred. Like
yeah, but not all the chat is blurred.
You play all those games on any console now.
Yeah, you can. Well,
it's where my gamer score's at that matters.
No, nobody gives a shit.
100K, baby.
Nobody gives a shit about gamer score.
Gamer score.
That was a short-lived thing until they fucked it. So yeah. All right. I guess we'll move on. So if any of you feedback, give us a call, 773-527-2961, or email us at podcast@tooltoplay.com. And on that, why don't we hop on over into what we're playing? Hit, what have you been playing this week?
I can't really remember. I think I've only been playing a little bit of CDs and mainly Warzone, 'cause I was trying to finish off the Battle Pass for the end of the season, and which I accomplished, and that was it. I think.
Are you excited for the next season? Hit?
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna bother. Too many games coming out, so probably won't play as much Warzone as I was doing because I had the Battle Pass. So
yeah.
It's perfect. I like that system. Like, you get the credits to buy a battle pass,
buy the next one,
and then you don't have to buy the next one. Like, I have money for the next two, I think.
Yeah, and whenever you want to come back, you can buy the next one. Yeah.
And who knows? Maybe in the few games that I end up playing, I'll level up far enough that maybe I will buy it and I'll get all the stuff I already earned. I don't know. I like that system that they have in play.
Yeah, it's good.
What were you guys? What have you been
playing? This past week, I've been playing some Tony Hawk, some Flight Simulator, playing on xCloud, testing out xCloud a little bit more, pushing it a little bit more. I played a little bit, a couple hours worth of Destiny 2 on the xCloud before I jumped back over to the console. It actually runs pretty smoothly. A couple lag drops here and there. Overall, wasn't bad. Undermine is a game that's perfect for xCloud if you have it. Or if you just want to play on the console. Undermine's a great, it's a procedurally generated map that you just delve into the dungeon, all roguelike in essence. But it's just a fun game. Besides that, mobile, I've been playing Among Us with my kids and Empires and Puzzles, of course. What about you, Jan?
Pretty much just played some Warzone this week and a little bit of Pogo, but like my gaming's been, with work and everything, my gaming's been kind of less than it's usually been. Lackluster. Plus, right now I'm not really excited about games. I agree with Hit. There's so many games coming out here pretty soon that I'm excited about seeing and playing. So those are what I'm more, pick up. And usually around the holiday seasons, it picks up a little bit more gaming for me too. So I have a little more downtime. So
like for me, it was like the Battle Pass was gonna extend into end of November.
Yeah,
and there's gonna be a ton of games in November.
Yeah, that's the last thing you want to be is hooked into an old
this
game.
Friday is Squadrons, and we're heading right into it, right into the thick of it.
Well, the new COD comes out in November too, so
new COD, new consoles.
Yeah, they're competing with themselves at this point.
So. How about you, Derek?
Well, I did a little bit of Halo Master Chief Collection, a little bit more Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2. That's like a guilty pleasure that I love going back to. On mobile, in my non-leaving my house mobile, I did a little more Harry Potter
every day,
Wizard Unite, and a little more Pokemon. No, I counted. I have now left my house 10 times since March. So,
wow.
Yeah. Taste that, bitches. And
now, when you went to when you went out on vacation and stuff, did you go out when you were there, or did you just stay in the house that you stayed at?
We packed in all our groceries and we stayed at that house, or we get delivery,
Are you kidding me, Selden?
Hey, you think I'm some kind of psychopath? Fuck
Yeah.
yeah.
Eric, enjoy life? No.
You want us to answer that?
Yeah. So,
Hey, if it helps, I finished up my 50-second hike and my 52 hike challenge this year. So
Congratulations.
last Sunday, I finished it up with my kid.
great job, so
Congratulations.
yeah, we're so proud. Yeah. Which one of you guys is playing like a little bell whistle sound over there?
It's the laundry room being weird. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. Your washer plays shit too. So does ours.
Yep.
Nice. All right. Yeah. See, exactly. Like Bad Bug says, how come they deliver liquor? You can get your groceries delivered, you can get your liquor delivered. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to do anything. You can just stay at home and be safe. So yeah, do that. Be safe. All right. On that, why don't we hop on over into the new releases? First new release out this week is Star Wars Squadrons. And this is out for the Xbox One, the PS4, and the PC, and I think everybody's pretty fucking excited about this.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I don't normally play Star Wars games, but this one actually has me very intrigued. So it's on my watch list.
You normally don't play Star Wars games?
I used to on the Xbox 360. I played a lot of the one person campaign type ones, but like I haven't played any of the Battlefield games or anything like that. So but this one actually looks really cool. I'm really interested in this.
Are you any of you guys getting this?
I'm definitely picking it up.
I'll at least try it.
Like have you pre-ordered it or?
No, I don't pre-order anything anymore. Fuck that.
So you getting it on launch day or maybe sometime down the road?
Probably within a week.
Okay. You, Derek?
Well, this is a EA game, so it's going to be on EA Access. So I'll check, or EA Play is what they call it now. So I'll check it out there, and if it's even remotely like X-Wing, pick this up, and I'll get my little discount because I'm an EA Play guy. And eventually, we're all going to be EA Play guys when it becomes part of Game Pass Ultimate. So.
Yeah, I have this pre-ordered and preloaded.
Oh, nice.
I'm excited for the VR mode.
That's what I was going to say.
I got to get the VR set ready to go.
That's the one thing I'm waiting on to see, because the Oculus Rift S, I want to see if it's supporting it when it's coming out, because I didn't really follow up on that.
Well, Selden, you missed the last episode. They are canceling that. So
I know they canceled it. It kind of pisses me off a little bit, but the fact that it's a little under a year old and they've already said that they're not going to support it going forward, it's kind of a kick in the teeth from Facebook there.
Yeah, they're almost assholes like Google. They're almost assholes like Google. Yeah, they do the same shit. Yeah. Google's like, oh, you like Hangouts? Fuck it, we're getting rid of it. Oh, you like?
Who would have thought Facebook is unethical?
Oh, nice. So we got a pretty good cross section of us that are going to play this, which is good. The other new release out this week is Crash Bandicoot 4. It's About Time, out for the Xbox One and the PS4. And I loved the Crash Bandicoot games back on the PlayStation originally. They did the remaster, I think it was 2 years ago, that was of the first three, that was pretty awesome. So I like platformers sticking around and coming back and making a resurgence. So I think this is cool. I'm probably not going to pick this up because I'm probably going to be sent this or code for this. So, so technically, I probably would have picked it up. I guess that's how I should word that.
No. So, are you waiting? So, this is coming out this week. Are you going to get that code for the new consoles, or are you just play it on the current consoles?
I think this is only a current gen launch, so I would get it for the Xbox One, and it would be forward compatible with the Series X.
Now, was Crash Bandicoot, was that originally a PlayStation exclusive?
Yeah,
or?
He was like the mascot of their TV commercials and shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I thought. When did they lose the exclusivity on that?
I think not until they did these remasters.
Okay. Just interesting that PlayStation wouldn't assign them back up to an exclusive deal right off the bat.
They hadn't made a game in like fucking 15, 20 years. So.
That's true, but I mean, they probably could have easily roped them in to make that a PlayStation exclusive going forward for a while at least.
They could have. Instead, you just buy your competition's exclusives and then they become yours after a year. So yeah, but yeah. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to play that, but still can't say whether I bought it or not. Did any of you guys play the Crash Bandicoot games?
Yeah, back in the day.
Yeah, I played some in the past. They are definitely one of the classic platformers that everybody, you have a nostalgia for it that you love.
Yeah, I didn't actually play them until they got remastered. But still, I played them.
Yeah, they just had such a weird thing. Like, you didn't have a lot of platformers where you were running towards the screen, and that was like a weird, like, you had to do like a twitch reaction and jump over like pits or whatever, and you'd fail 100 fucking times before you did it right, and you're like, okay, I got it this time. But a lot of times platformers were side to side, or you could at least see where you were going, but that coming at you angle is it's what made those games unique. So
yeah, Sonic tried to do that front running platformer in one of their Secret Rings game. It failed miserably. It was horribly done. So Crash definitely had a better aspect of it.
Yep, I agree. All right, well, on that, we're going to hop on over into gaming news, and if you're someone that's in chat right now and you want us to talk about something, drop it in chat and we'll try to work it in. So, first story! Microsoft is bringing Remote Play to iOS. So this is the workaround to the temporary problem that they're having with xCloud on iOS. So, Remote Play is...
It's not xCloud.
It's not, but you can play the games on your own console,
right?
And stream them to a device that you own. So it's not xCloud. It's a stopgap measure, and it's going to be in the iOS app. I think it's in the beta right now, actually. So if you're on test flight and you're pulling down the Xbox app betas, it's in there as we speak. So.
Yeah, the Androidiots, as you would say, have had this for a while. With it was tagged along with the xCloud beta, and it's flawless. As long as you have a good connection at home from your console to your router, and that you have a good signal to your phone or tablet or whatever you have, this is seamless. It's almost as good as the xCloud streaming, but you have that extra little jump from your house from your console to the router that. There's no lag in your controller. There's no lag in the screen time. It runs really smooth. So I think this is going to be great for the iOS people to get their hands on this and be able to play this one themselves.
Nice. I did bust out like an old piece of shit Chromebook in the house just to try out the xCloud stuff. And even on like a 5-year-old Chromebook, it played like I was on my console. So I tried a little Halo on that. It's pretty impressive. So once Microsoft and Apple, give each other some handies and fix this, we'll be good. But
for you iOS users, when this finally goes live on xCloud, I suggest that you pre-purchase one of those controller holders for your phone as soon as you can, probably, because they're going to be short stocked on that, I'm sure. So
yeah, I don't know how much of this I would actually use. Like, it's a way cooler concept than I think I would actually use, but I don't know. Like you can also
super
just
convenient.
It also supports just taking any Xbox controller with Bluetooth and pairing it with your phone. So that would seem like a better plan than buying one of those weird like clamp on your phone things.
Well, they have a clamp that clamps around the controller that clamps your phone, and so it's like one whole unit. So that's what I got for mine right now.
So it makes it like the Switch.
Yeah, your controller sits under the screen. The screen sits in front of it. And it's great for when you're in bed and your wife's sleeping and you don't want to pop on the TV and play a couple games.
You could have just
hit the shitter. And
you could have just stayed in another room with a TV.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. That just seems like the wiser thing. So
definitely, once the world opens back up, once you're on commuting and stuff like that, you're going to definitely see an advantage to it. So.
All right.
If you commute by train, don't do it while you're driving.
No, no one commutes anywhere. It's a different world. So, all right, next story. Anyone? Bueller? All right, I'll take another one since everyone's watching Yant slowly type a story like at the speed of like the way my dad hunt and pecks the keyboard. Boop, boop, boop.
I can't see the title, so I'm trying to guess what the title is. I'm trying to pay attention and I'm sorry because I tried to copy and paste it and it did something funky. So
you called me out there, but I'll grab this one. Microsoft is holding Xbox Series X and S stock for launch day. You'll have another chance to pick this up on, the next gen Xbox on November 10th. This is coming from Engadget. If you tried to and failed to get your Xbox X or S on the pre-order day, don't worry, they're going to have more units available. Most likely, they're going to be bundled with games or something like that because it's going to be going out to the retail locations. But definitely keep an eye out because I think that you might see like PlayStation is dropping stuff here and there. Microsoft might drop some stuff here and there, but they're definitely said that they're going to have stock ready on launch day for extra units to be sold. So don't fear, you could get one still.
Yeah, that's good news for the people that didn't get through in the pre-order. So, and it kind of is sensible that you would obviously hold something back for launch day, although we don't know to what extent. Like, if you remember the 360 launch, and like I did a midnight launch at one store, and I remember they came outside and they were like, "Are you getting the good one or the bad one?" And then that store only had like 7 of one and 5 of the other, so it was pretty good that we were the first 3 people in line. But you just don't know what the holdback is for launch day. They need something for launch day to create that spectacle, but who knows? And now in this COVID world, is there even a spectacle? Do stores allow people to camp outside? Like, probably not. So,
yeah, I don't know if you guys talked about this last week, but I think I read it on Reddit that there were some GameStops that the employees were selling places in line for like $200, so they could jump. They could jump the pre-order line to their buddy could give them $200 so that they could get up front and get one of the 7 units that they had available for pre-order.
No, I did not see that.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people are starting to talk about how the GameStop or other places were, taking bribes to get higher up in the line so they didn't have to stay out there in line.
That's fucked up. It's good business. If I had been out there, I would have paid it, but
and at this point, a GameStop employee knows the writing's on the wall that they're going to be closed within the next couple of years. So why not take a couple extra bucks now?
Might as well.
I don't think it's going to take years, but okay.
Nice. All right. Next story.
I'll take one. Seagate's 1 terabyte gaming device or drive for Xbox Series X and S costs $220. So I want a quick question before we go deeper into this. Who's going to get one of these, or even thinking about one of these, or are they going to get a different kind of drive for their Xbox?
I'm thinking.
I don't think you have an option.
No, you do.
This is it, right?
No, you have an option. So you're
not for games though.
No.
Are they proprietary?
So your other option is you keep the internal storage, you store all of your games on like a 4 or 8 terabyte USB 3 drive,
I know.
and then you copy them to the real drive when you want to play them.
Right. I mean, I was just saying, like for games, you can't do that. You don't only storage options. There's no playable games storage device. Just the one they give you.
The one that's built in, or this
slot. New little thing. Yeah. These are the only 2 that you can game off of.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I was curious and asking, because not everybody, all our fans know that.
Yeah.
So
I was not planning on buying one day one. I'm going to probably buy one at some point, and my plan is just to hang off a USB drive and keep like the current 3 to 5 games that I'm playing on the main drive, and as things roll out of my zeitgeist, I'm going to slide them over the other thing and leave them there until I want to play them again.
I was thinking the same way too, because generally I probably won't be playing like 20 games at a time, so I can keep all the ones that kind of like you're archiving them and you can bring them out when you need them. So
there's only one guy here that plays 20 games at a time, and most of them are on his phone, and most of them suck. So
I'm not planning on buying one of these Seagate 1 terabyte ones. I'm going to play the games that are on the console. I don't think I'm going to need it right away anyways, but I'm definitely going to.
With you.
I got an X coming and I got an S coming, and the way that they currently have the current generation set up, where you can download from one of the other consoles, I can shift games from one console to the other, just leave it there if I need to download it quickly. I also have the backup drives I currently use on the Xbox One X, so I mean, I'll just redo that one over to as a backup to just store games, so I don't have to re-download them every time. So at this point, I don't see a need for it. So
I hear you.
And
I think eventually
prices.
I think eventually something will come
Price
out
will go down.
that's cheaper than this too.
Yeah.
Or
So I think it's a good thing. I just think it over time it will definitely.
I really don't think we're going to see another option, to be honest.
Well,
Really?
I think we might see another manufacturer besides Seagate.
I think Seagate probably has a deal in place.
I think they probably have like a 1-year deal. Would be my guess.
I wouldn't say 1 year.
You think it's a multi-year deal?
Yeah, like 3.
Is the slot proprietary or is it?
Oh, the slot is brand new. This is all proprietary.
Yeah, it's proprietary. Like
that's what
they work with.
Yeah, I think in a year we will start to see more things have that input, so they'll be able to. I don't think it's going to be just Seagate will be the one. I eventually think in about a year or so, other people, just like you always get these third-party vendors for controllers and all kinds of other stuff. I guarantee you'll get some of that too.
They've had that deal with Seagate for a while. Like all their hard drives are all Seagate drives.
Yeah, well, that's.
I don't see them switching.
No, they won't switch, but somebody else will come out with something that's compatible.
It'll be out of the period where you can't use something else. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, do you see this coming over to the PC world? This proprietary slot that people could just slap something in the back? Or?
I think this is just basically an NVMe that they've put some kind of casing around.
Yeah.
So that's why I think as soon as these things come out, other manufacturers are going to be tearing these things apart. They're going to be like, oh, this is just it takes the pins from the NVMe, the two little finger sections. And they're gonna figure out how to repin it, and you're gonna be able to get.
Yeah, like I'm sure you'll be able to get like a third party, like Chinese market one, like probably within the first 3 months.
Yeah, and you'll just
the SSDs.
But officially, it'll be the Seagate drive only. I think.
Yeah, I think you'll just pop whatever NVMe drive you want into some.
And even then, do you even really want to put in an unofficial drive? Like, I think there's a reason why they're going down this route. They want to make sure that everyone is on the same playing field.
And they're on the same speed.
Same with their developers. Yeah. They tell other developers, like, this is the drive and speed that they're working off of. Design your game off of this. Yeah. That's why I don't think it's going to change. I think.
But if it's a quick swap of pins, like what swap of pins, like Derek said,
it might be more than that. Like it's just like the Sony drive. It's like this special.
Well, custom. The Sony drive is custom.
Yeah. And like this is somewhat custom as well. Like it's not just they didn't just buy a NVMe and just slide it into a plastic.
That's actually what I think they did. So
no, I don't think so.
You don't think somebody's going to develop like a little dongle that hangs off the back that you plug?
I mean, yeah, probably, but I don't think it'll work as efficiently as the
plug.
We'll have to look at the specs of the drives and see what the C rate is and this and that and everything else and the read rate and the write rate and the lifetime reads and lifetime writes and compare all that stuff and. But there will be knockoffs that are just as good as the original and bigger at some point, and I'm saying sooner than later. So
there always is.
Like I could see Sony going proprietary and trying to keep it locked into that, but Microsoft, as they move these consoles closer to the PC build type setup, that I would see them go a little more universal on that. But that's down the road
historically with Xbox, they've never done that, right?
No, they did. They finally did with the Xbox One.
Yeah, I'm talking about actual like installing hardware into their thing, not just plugging in a USB. Like talking like the 360 drive, like was literally
it was that weird like dock thing on the top.
They never allowed anyone else to do that shit, and like it's the same with both the original Xbox and the 360. They had the memory cards that were proprietary. Like they add USB support because it's more universal, but I don't see another product coming out down the road with it.
Yes, we'll see. Time will tell. All right.
I'll grab the next story. Right. Halo Infinite has no fixed release date.
I put this story on just for you, Hit.
Says 343 Industries community director. I mean, he has to reiterate this for the stupid people because they didn't say anything. They never said anything.
Does he know? He doesn't know anything. He's community.
Honestly, they have no idea what their fucking shit they're in. And they also, at the same time, they don't want to tell us because it'll affect the launch of the consoles coming out in like fucking 2 months from now. Like if they say, this thing's coming out in February, people are going to not buy the console and wait until February. A lot of people will do that. Maybe not a majority, but a significant number of people might do that, and they don't want to do that. They don't want to derail the console launch. So like, we're not going to hear anything for a while. It's my opinion that I don't even think they really know. Like
I think it's a CD Projekt Red.
It's
done when it's done. Yeah.
No, I don't think it's a CD Projekt Red. I think it's we're in trouble. We need to fix this, and we don't know how long it's going to take to fix.
I don't know.
Projekt Red was like, we're not ready. It's ready when it's ready. Like we're artists. I think Halo is like, I think we're in trouble, and we need to like turn this ship around quick.
No. I don't know. With 343, I'm ready to say that it's almost going to turn into one of those Duke Nukem things.
A Duke Nukem Forever?
Oh, Duke Nukem Forever. We're not going to see this game for 10 years now.
Oh no, we're going to see it way sooner than that. But
no, I think at the end of next year, probably
2021.
Yep. But we can all agree that 343 has fucked this up.
Yep. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Especially when they thought their shit was going to be the shit at the demo, and then people were like, "This is not the shit." Well, I was like, it was the shit. But I drank the Kool-Aid. Yeah. So,
Carlos says that screw Halo, Destiny's better.
Oh my god!
All right, next story. We'll see what happens with Halo.
You're welcome for that super softball, though. I knew when I was adding that you were going to take that story, and I knew you were going to rub it in our faces, and you did not let me down, brother. That was good.
I didn't rub it in anyone's faces.
Oh no, he was just stating the
facts. Okay, the facts. Yeah. All right, next story. I'll take this one. With Xbox Live monthly active users up 82%, Phil Spencer calls Japan Xbox's fastest growing region. So this is a new twist for Xbox. Like,
this was a region where they had their number was close to 0.
It was,
that's so. Say them the fastest growing region. Getting 1% is the fastest growing region.
All right, so
like they just sold out of all their consoles there. Like,
that's what I was going to say.
Like,
this is a first.
Their pre-orders sold out in 20 minutes, and monthly active users on Xbox Live are up 82% year over year in Japan. So this is a sign.
Wasn't it like 20 minutes for the S, and then it was like a half hour to an hour for the X? I think I read something somewhere. It was the different consoles. Like the S sold out quicker than the S did. The S sold out quicker than the X.
No, I think I saw it reverse. I thought the X sold out within 20 minutes, and the S sold out within 2 hours.
I could be getting mixed up, but I know like it had a variance, but it wasn't like, they both sold out in 20 minutes. It was one sold out in 20 minutes and the other one.
Yeah, but for an Xbox to sell out on day one of pre-orders,
true.
Fucking huge.
In Japan, you could get the previous consoles for weeks. Like, that was always the running joke. So this is a pretty good sign.
And you compare this to Xbox, this is a grand slam in Game 7 of World Series. This is fucking huge for them over there.
Yeah, this is on the enemy turf, and
considering they're finally breaking into that market is definitely good.
Yeah. So
I think Game Pass, I mean, I don't know what the Asian Japanese Game Pass is in relation to ours. I'm sure it's different, but I'm sure that they're still seeing a great deal of what they can get out of Game Pass over there too. So
good stuff.
Cool. Next story.
All right.
Xbox Game Pass will add Elder Scrolls 6, Starfield, and all other Bethesda's games. This is coming out of GameSpot with the news that Microsoft has acquired Bethesda. The company has offered a reminder that first-party games are available on release day through Game Pass. Starfield, I even saw that there was some splash screens that were being shared across the internet, that were leaks, that hit hates.
Leaks.
But I think this is great news. This is awesome that it's coming out, and then it's also acknowledged right here that it's coming through Game Pass for us. So Game Pass is once again showing great value, and this is a great acquisition for them at the right time. So
didn't we already talk about this last week?
Well, we talked about the acquisition last week, but we didn't talk about the games that were we speculated that they were going to come to Game Pass, but not that they actually would.
There was no release what was coming out yet.
So. Like we didn't even know when we recorded the show last week that what's the die over and over and over game for PlayStation?
Did we think that they were gonna buy a studio for $7.5 billion and not add it to Game Pass? Like no, I don't know. Well, this is a non-story.
Yeah. Okay, well then we'll take the connected story. So what's the die loop? Time loop? Death loop?
I think the connected real big story about this is Starfield. Starfield's been speculated for a while, but nobody's seen anything on it, and they were just hoping that it would be coming. Starfield's being acknowledged within this acquisition, and it's saying that Starfield, is coming with Microsoft. So people have been biting at the bit for Starfield to come. So this is a huge ad for us. So. Yeah. For gamers in general, I don't care.
You said us, like we're partisan. We're not partisan, Sultan. Okay.
No, it's huge for gamers. It's you got to stop the lines between the two consoles. I mean, the Starfield coming out is huge. So,
well, I also thought it was huge that Microsoft was like, oh, Deathloop, is that what it's called?
Yeah, Deathloop is the other one.
They were like, oh, well, Deathloop, we're still going to honor the exclusivities for PlayStation, but in a year. We'll see what goes where. Like they did like their little devious like, we'll see what goes where in a year. This is genius. So, all right,
I'll take my story that Derek made fun of me for randomly adding, but I thought I wanted to add it because I wanted to talk about, since Selden loves cloud gaming. Amazon announces 2 new cloud gaming service called Luna. So what do you guys think about this? I mean, like,
I signed up for the beta already.
Oh my gosh, stop it. So, I mean, the reason why I thought I had this story, because I saw this the other day, obviously on Twitch, but then I saw it on my Amazon page, and I'm like, with them owning Twitch, adding a cloud gaming service is an interesting thing to the table for Amazon to do, because I mean we saw Google do it, and we know how that went. So, or is going.
It's still going, man. They're still pushing that fucking piece of garbage.
Yeah. See again. So what are you guys feeling on, like? So we see Microsoft doing the cloud gaming. We saw Google try it. Their normal try. Yeah. And then now we see Amazon, but Amazon's got a platform that they can really push this cloud gaming on.
Amazon's not a surprise. This is something that, if you listen to any of the the buzz out there, Microsoft knew this was coming. They said that Amazon was their biggest competitor. It was just a matter of time before Amazon came out and
they control 45% of the internet servers.
Yeah,
Pactor leaked this a while ago.
An internet force.
Yeah, Pactor brought this up. So
I'm excited about it because I love seeing this push into this space. I think that this is the future, and with the big players pushing this out, you're going to see it develop faster than what we originally projected. So
this is interesting because they have the best cloud system on the planet, and AWS, the fact that they're getting into it is interesting from a technical aspect. I don't know much about it, so I can't really talk about it too much, but
I just wanted to bring it up.
I'm kind of curious. I'm kind of curious to see, like, does it come in with Prime, or is this like a separate thing you got to pay for? Or I don't know. I don't know enough about it. So
right now, I think it's a separate thing.
It'd be kind of cool if it was included with
Prime. They just keep cranking up our Prime, so eventually we're paying $200 a year for Prime.
It says it's an introductory price of $5.99 monthly. But during the early phases,
all the Prime subscribers, I don't think that gamers are a huge portion of the Prime. I don't know their numbers.
You're just assuming.
I'm assuming that
one of their best features is Twitch Prime. Like the fact that you get a free sub, like
it's not Twitch Prime anymore. It's Prime Gaming.
Well, whatever. Yeah.
Right, but I don't think that the majority. I'd be willing to say that the majority of Prime subscribers don't know about Twitch Prime.
No.
They're all in it for the free
all the
shipping.
services that you get with Prime, I think Twitch Prime is their top feature.
No, I think the fucking shipping is the fucking 2-day shipping.
And then
I'm talking about like Prime Video and all those extras that you get for getting Prime. The number one reason for Prime is the shipping. We know this. I'm talking about like the incentives that you get.
I would say Prime Video is probably higher than.
I don't think so,
I
because
think so
I'm constantly getting fucking emails being like, "Hey, don't forget you have Prime Video. Like, don't forget about this."
Yeah, I get the Prime. You get the Prime audiobooks too, and
see, Tiff uses the audiobooks.
Same with their Prime music. Video. I'm always getting emails about the music. Like, don't forget we got Amazon Music. Like, I know, guys.
I don't use Amazon
me, I need to go over there, go try it.
So instead, you throw some douche $5 a month to stroke his EP.
But you're right. I would be interested to see where their user base goes.
You don't know that number because they don't ever talk about it. But I think of the list of things features that you get for getting Prime, I think Twitch is on the top. More than
and I think more people, even like the adults that don't care about gaming, they see it still.
Like I know Amazon
advertises all the time about Twitch and there's any of their services in general. So
I know a lot of people that kids that will get their parents' account to get the free Prime. Like a lot of kids will do that.
Yep.
So like I don't know. It could also be one of those statistics that's skewed for that reason. Like they might be classified as a gamer because they use Twitch, but it's really like their kid using it or something. I don't know. I don't know.
I use all the stats.
Yeah. Who knows? I don't know.
Can we just all agree that this is good for all of us in the long run?
Sure. We'll see how it is.
Yeah.
We'll love to see Azure go up against Amazon Cloud. So.
AWS. Yeah.
I mean, Amazon has a ton less studios to pick from now, thanks to Microsoft. So,
Microsoft, I don't think is done yet. I know that.
I don't think so either.
There was a story that I didn't put in today that basically said the same thing. I was trying to reduce the number of stories, and now we've kind of segmented into them on tangents. But yeah, Microsoft is still looking for.
Come on, it was a good story.
So, I saw.
It was a great story. Good job.
I read your story 3 times, Jan. I didn't put it in because I knew it was going to get Seldon a chubby. So.
Well, that's the reason why we have this channel, so we can have his special bean cams.
All right.
Last story.
Last story.
YouTube.com/70007. What?
I'll get the last story.
Nice.
Rocket League tops 1 million concurrent players after its switch to a free-to-play model. This is no surprise. Rocket League is an amazing game. It is now free. They saw an uptick now. Good for them.
1 million concurrents is pretty badass.
For one of the
first crossplay games.
Yeah, I love Rocket League.
I think this was a great move on their part because, I mean, look at all the games. Like, people don't really want to pay for the game anymore. They want the game for free, and then they pay for what? The skins and the dress-ups and all that stuff, the cars. So I think this was a great way for them to bring back users and then get them to pay for the bonus,
Does everyone here own the game?
Yeah.
I think so. I think the problem, one of the reasons why they switched over is everyone owned the game. Like it was part of.
Are we selling anymore? No. Make it free to play. Go.
Yeah, make it free to play. We'll get more people, and we got people microtransactions.
Yeah.
I want to see more game companies do this with their games. I want to see games that are going into the sunset. All of a sudden,
there's very specific things that you need to achieve in order to get there.
That's true, but
like Destiny, Rocket League, Fortnite type numbers.
Yeah. But
true.
I think this is good news, and it kudos on them for still busting out a game that brings people in. So. All right, well that wraps up the news. No one dropped anything in chat about stories, so there lots of stuff in chat though, which is good.
With them blowing up tonight. Thanks, chat.
So if you have any stories you want us to talk about next week, give us a call 773-527-2961. Email us at podcast@tooltoplay.com or comment in this episode's thread in the Tool to Play homepage. And sponsors, if we had them, we pimp them, but we don't, so we won't. But if you want to be a sponsor, we'll treat you with respect, kindness. We'll put on the gloves. We'll give you the special treatment. So give us a call, 773-527-2961. Email us podcast@toolplay.com. You tell us what you're selling, what you pay us, you pay us, boom, done. And Twitter us up. You can find everything Tool to Play at twitter.com/Tool to Play. Everything podcast released at twitter.com/still_got_game. I, king of the internet, god of everything that's fucking holy, am at twitter.com/Derek Nolan.
You can find me at twitter.com/IsaacSitman.
I'm at twitter.com/Seldon007.
And I'm at twitter.com/JamesAYon.
Facebook the fuck out of us. Facebook.com/Tool to Play. Facebook.com/Derek Nolan.
I'm at Facebook.com/Seldon007.
We have a YouTube channel, youtube.com/Tool to Play. That is where all of our archive video content goes. And starting next week, if we can get rid of the technical difficulties, we'll also be broadcasting there live each and every week, along with Facebook Live. So go to youtube.com/tooltoplay, subscribe. You'll have access to all of our old shows, episodes of Still Got Game, episodes of Hits Quick Hits, episodes of Thick and Thin with LB and Duty featuring I6 Hitman, of Tiff's Immature Interviews, and Selden's Unnamed Show. So those are all on there, all previous episodes. It's like instantly getting the Disney Plus archives, but for Tool to Play. So go there, subscribe, and it is all yours to binge. Just binge the fuck out of it. Please rate and review the podcast on iTunes. We need some 5-star reviews, so drop in there. Drop a little 5 stars, boom. And if you got an extra 5 seconds, type up something nice, write a little something. Hey, love the boys. The show's fucking awesome. These guys make me feel special. I've known these guys since Tool to Play started back in 2004. What the fuck? Yeah, they're awesome. Whatever you want to write, just drop it in there. Put something with your 5 stars, and it makes the review mean more. And we'd appreciate it. We also have a Discord channel. Discord is at tooltoplay.com/SGG Discord. That's S as in still, G as in got, G as in game, Discord, all lowercase. That will bring you our Discord channel. You can sign up there, join our Discord, and you can chat with us all day long. Now, some of us are in there more often than others. Selden seems to have the most free time. He'll be in there chatting with you nonstop. He'll even you just have like a random question like, "Hey, Selden, what's 5 + 7?" And he's like, "Oh, it's 12. I got you, bro." But the rest of us are on and off in there. We do our best. But yeah, go to toolplay.com/SGG Discord and join up, and we'll meet you in there.
Yeah, our SGG Discord channel has been blowing up over the last couple weeks. So please come on, join the conversation. Get in, get involved.
Yep. So I guess I want to remind you all, you can join us each and every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific at facebook.com/tooltoplay, and starting next week at youtube.com/tooltoplay. And on that, why don't we wrap episode 443 up? I am Derek D. Smooth Nolan.
I'm Roger Hitman Roken.
I am Chris Selden, 007 Selden.
I'm James Yaunt Dog Yaunt.
Woof. There it is. All right, and we're out.